What's up, everybody? It's Michael Penguinos007 here today for another video. Welcome back with Nither.
Hey.
I'm 2 days late because I wanted to react with this with Nither, and Nither died.
I was hibernating.
So welcome back to Jimmy Tells All, Kid Nation exclusive, based on last week's video. A surprise! JonTron uploaded a video in less than a week? Wow. Unheard of.
The sacred texts.
The sacred texts. Alright, let's just jump into this.
Let's watch good old 21-year-old Jimmy, apparently.
Jimmy boy.
Hello, my hair is getting so large it is acquiring its own gravity field and or sentience. This video is brought to you by the Ridge Wallet. That's right, the wallet that holds up to 12...
Which, it's a Gundam got canceled for.
Oh.
Did you not see that video?
No.
So recently, he made a video, like, saying how, oh no, these simps are going homeless because they're supporting Pokimane. Pokimane reacted to the video, she's like, I can't believe anybody would sponsor this shit. I'm like, I can't believe you're still talking, bitch!
Oh, with the G Fuel was it or something?
No, that G Fuel's for Keemstar. He got canceled for the same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, I thought he was...
By fucking Neckbeard H3.
I didn't know what sponsor. I forget what sponsor it was. I know Pokemon went after a sponsor. I'm like, don't do that. I forget what sponsor it was. Like, just
it was
don't
Ridge
do
Wallet.
That. Ridge Wallet? Oof.
Yeah. Whereas...
Sad days.
Yeah, Keemstar's not a good guy, but Ethan's worse.
Ethan, what you're saying happened like 5 years ago. We all know this.
We just choose to not give a shit anymore.
Have you not seen Filthy Frank? Oh, wait. K-pop, being back at the K-pop fams. Right, he's Filthy Frank.
He's Joji? No!
He's Filthy
Next
Frank.
you're gonna say that Perry the Platypus is just a normal platypus. They're not this. What are you? I love those memes.
Yeah.
Alright, let's continue.
cards as well as cash. With over 30,000 5-star reviews and a lifetime warranty to boot, they're the last wallet you'll ever have to buy.
No.
And best of all, they've
I
got
like
over 30 colors and
right
styles
here.
to choose from, so you can
like
pick the
having
one
a
that's
wallet.
right for you. So if you're still
Look
using a
on here.
bulky old wallet like this,
Yeah, I got
why don't you
20
head
bucks
over to
in here, that's it.
ridge.com/JonTron
Man,
and
you
use
bought-
code JonTron to save yourself 10% and get free worldwide shipping and returns.
Wait, the new
And
Overwatch
not to
event's
mention,
out.
this beauty makes a
I
perfect
need to buy
gift
my
for
full
Father's
boxes.
Day,
Wait,
which
that's
is
20
coming
bucks.
up.
You can do that later.
Don't be a bad son or daughter.
Probably a video.
Last time on JonTron, John took a plunge into the world of Jonathan Kosh and Kid Nation. Today we catch up with Jimmy from
I remember we also got a hate comment on the last video. I wonder if we're gonna get one here.
Probably.
Probably. It's a reaction video. What do you think?
I like the fall. Halos like to follow you for some reason. I don't know why.
Just,
Hate
no,
someone.
just on the
Follow.
reaction videos, though. Just on the reaction videos.
Yeah, if you don't like them, why do you watch it?
I remember some comment, oh no, they're a fucking reaction video channel. I'm like, why would you just... Alright. Spread the hate, boys. Spread the hate. Yeah.
Like, don't waste your time in commenting, guys. Come on.
Yeah, boys.
New Hampshire to find out if he's still 8 years old and to ask the hard
Yeah, he looks 8.
questions. If you haven't watched part 1,
This is a-
do so now or I'll scream.
He
Link
looks like
in the
a
description
pupae.
below.
What may have seemed like the ending there was really just the beginning for us. We had to get down to the bottom of what actually happened at Kid Nation. And I'm very pleased to announce we have a very special guest joining us here today. So everyone, please put your hands together for Jimmy Flynn!
Not 8 anymore.
Sorry, we gotta take precautions here. All right, just gonna spray you down first, Jimmy. All right, sorry about this. It's for your own good. Okay, let's go. All right, Jimmy, just come on
Poor
over this
guy.
way. Have a seat over there.
6
Thanks again for coming on.
Of course, it's an honor, John.
Oh, it's our pleasure. Trust me.
Do you think that kid just wanted to get on the show?
Maybe.
Or did JonTron's like, here, I'll slip you a 50 under the table.
Yes.
Look at you. You're all grown up. You're a big boy now.
Big boy.
Fuck are you laughing at? You think this is funny? This isn't funny. This is serious. This was child abuse. What happened here? It's great to have you here. Can I offer you anything before we start? Would you want me to crack you a can of Bush's baked beans?
Sure.
Nice. Sorry.
It's gonna drop.
This should hydrate you before we.
Thank you very much.
Oh shit! Oh my god, I'm sorry. So this is the real Jimmy. This is the real. He's really here. This is him.
Poor guy.
Jimmy, we have a lot of
feel
questions
bad
for you.
for him.
I'm sure everyone watching at home, I'm sure everyone is curious. I'm curious. We're all curious, but we want to get the real scoop from somebody who's really there. You say your memory's a bit fuzzy then, right?
Yeah, it was 13 years ago, so a little bit fuzzy.
Yeah, so you were 8 then, and you are 21 now? Mm-hmm. Okay, so just tell us, what we really want to know is, was it as real as it looks?
So people didn't. So when they say no adults, I mean they meant no parents. Obviously, there's cameramen and stuff. People thought there was no cameraman or anything. Like,
That's what I was saying. I figured
They have ghosts recording it.
Oh, very scary.
No, they have like helicopters like 50 miles away with like sniper cameras.
Yeah, most expensive TV so ever.
No, they just have like cameras focused on sticks with like rotating 360.
figured the cameraman wasn't like a toddler.
I wasn't a robot. Yeah.
A robot, or I wouldn't even think of robot. I was thinking like a toddler, but. Wait, so yeah, there's a.
That's some good handling work for a toddler.
Cameras and stuff.
And every now and then they would dictate some things you did. Like I found so I was on the poor team. Okay.
The poor team.
The poor team.
Oh, you mean like the laborer class?
Yeah.
Do we have that down here? See, there you were. It's child feudalism.
The damn.
That's you down there. See, you were there.
Yep, I see
My
that.
You were right there in the laborer class.
I was one of the damn yes.
Yeah. So I just wanted to show you that. Anyway, so you go on.
So we.
Who's he handing it to? They're not 6 feet apart.
Ooh.
Ooh, he's busted now.
We got like, I don't know, it was like 4 or 5 buffalo nickels, which was the currency.
Buffalo nickel.
They were just silver with buffaloes on them.
Yeah, fair enough. Currency of the Old West.
And I spent all my money in the candy shop and on root beer because I was 8 years
So
old.
you were going to a payday advance like right after that, weren't you? You were trying to get a welfare check.
Yeah, I wanted.
You were waiting in the unemployment line.
Yeah, I was, and so I didn't have any money, but like for the most part, I spent all of it, and then
You gotta save, Jimmy. Come on.
I didn't know what saving was. I didn't.
It was 8. I'm way too young for this.
And so some of the cameramen were like, "Oh, look what we found here," and they would kick some dirt and be like, "Oh, it's a buffalo nickel. You should pick it," but they planted it probably.
Oh, they just would like throw you more money?
Yeah.
So was it a real functioning economy? I mean, to an extent.
Yeah, I mean, like I would go. I didn't even know we had a general store. I didn't know that. They didn't communicate that with us. I just knew that there was a candy store and a soda shop.
It sounds like they didn't clue you in on much then.
Yeah, I also probably wasn't listening very well because I was 8, and I don't listen very.
Come on. Did they give you like food?
Hi, sir. You wanted to see me?
No,
Yes, that
we do
man.
not want to
Oh.
see you. Get out of
Is
here,
this
Raid.
Wade?
Was it shown, or did you really have to eat what they cooked?
So for the most part, we ate what they cooked, and they had like it was horrible.
What the kids cooked?
Yeah, it's shit. It was horrible.
I knew it! So they really weren't feeding you. You had to feed
They fed us-
yourselves.
To my memory, they fed us one time, and it was after the big.
One of the kids started to look real pale, like
Yeah,
his foot started to numb.
after the after, we got trench foot. No, after the like the big event, we came back and everybody there was no time to cook because we did the event. We were all like freezing because it was very cold. Oddly enough, it's cold in New Mexico at night, and so they fed us, and it was this. I didn't like
I
vegetables.
don't think it's odd because it's a desert.
Yeah. Does this get very cold?
I would know it's Arizona. It's fucking freezing.
It's mostly because the winds freeze it.
Yeah. And those rickety buildings don't look like they hold heat.
No, it goes way
It was very
forward.
much. I remember it was a weirdly cooked chicken breast, and then like this purple. I'm assuming it's cabbage now, but I didn't know what it was at the time.
Some purple
It was
substance.
purple stuff, and it wasn't good.
Oh my god.
I did not eat very well. Because other than that, we had dusty pancakes and molasses syrup.
So they just said, children, make your own food, really eat it, and stay alive, and there's no problem with this.
One of the intervention they had people just walk around making sure you're hydrated. 'Cause they couldn't have people passing out, so
Okay,
there was just
that'd be bad for ratings.
yeah. They had this one assistant who was always giving me Gatorade. Oh, and they gave us this dust to brush your teeth. You had like little
What?
You do this and
You
you.
could have just picked it off the ground. Dust?
Well, it wasn't dust. It was a little canister with like powder that you'd
Okay.
rub on your teeth and then spit.
I guess the main question is, to what degree was that really like just you versus the elements? How much intervention was there?
There was enough just to get us by, but other than that, I didn't think there was a whole lot. Because like I said, okay, so when I'm sleeping, I had a mattress that was probably probably this thick, and then a
What?
blanket that was the thickness of this carpet.
What? They really did that to you?
I'm not, and then my pillow, I didn't have one, so I used my red puffy coat. I would puff it up and use it as a pillow. And I had long hair, so I got cut in the zipper a few times.
Wait, but that must have been like legitimately scary for you a little bit, right? Was it?
I also shared it with like 4 or 5 other boys I just met.
So there was no way out of it until the first
Right,
town hall meeting, right?
yeah. You were forced for the first 4 days.
Because I love how they're like, don't worry, this isn't some kind of crazy show. You can get off. Just, you got to wait like 2 weeks. Like, that's really what they did, right? So that's not fake. You couldn't elect out.
Not that I mean, if I really like threw a tantrum, they probably would. But
I suppose you could have run in a different direction until
they
nobody found you.
They had like a wall of like security people like really far off to
Really?
like make sure that no weird people or no animals like
No
us.
weird
But
people
It
or
was like Hands Across America. Is that what it's called? The thing in the movement,
I'm not sure.
or something like that. But they literally had people like surrounding the
A
town.
chain link like this?
They
Holding
literally
hands?
chained, but they looked like they were.
I think I'd be concerned if a weird man just showed up at the border of a random ghost town.
Yeah,
So wait, yeah, no. Did you like? Were there scorpions in there?
I never saw a scorpion. I saw jackrabbits.
A jackrabbit.
And
That's
I
terrifying.
tried to murder them.
Oh, I remember
Sorry,
that.
PETA, but I mean, like,
To a certain degree, you can't get all the scorpions out of the area.
I don't know if they put down their scorpion repellent,
Pesticide bomb.
but
it?
I didn't see anything.
Did anybody see any critters that were dangerous?
Not that I know of. I think that's what the people. When we were out like jackrabbit hunting, we weren't really far off the area, but like we had obviously people like accompany us. We saw this. I remember seeing like cows and bulls, but they were tagged, so they like
Right.
belonged to a farm. They weren't
Not
wild.
just wild
They weren't.
cows.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't even know if there are wild cows. But
Very dangerous.
Kill the cow! Kill him! Food! I'm sick of this shitty ass food.
Beef.
Beef.
And a bit rude, if I'm being honest. No, but the thing is, right? Because I was wondering. I was like, because they're making you sleep in these dusty old cabins with like, probably space between the floorboards, right?
yeah,
So I'm surprised you didn't come across any.
I wasn't there very long, so maybe there's some.
I'm
hidden
curious.
tales.
I'm curious if anyone else. If anyone else from Kid Nation knows if there were critters in or around your area, I want to know. That was a legitimate thing that I was wondering about. So you had to feed yourselves. You really were pretty much open to the elements. Like, was it insulated? Was it cold at night in there?
Oh, it was freezing. It was really
they
really
didn't
cold.
even keep you warm. You
I
only a
shivered.
kid.
I shivered every night.
You shivered.
Yes.
They really genuinely put because the thing is, I'm just trying to figure out where the line between reality TV and they really are putting a kid in nature.
It was pretty. All right, so we had these crappy old houses, and then they stuffed like 6 of us in there. Tiny thin mattresses, very thin blankets. In the middle of the night in Mexico, it's freezing. I'd have to wear like full clothing. I wouldn't be able to go in like PJs. I had like sweatpants and stuff.
I feel like there were a couple times at camp like that, but it was always like a little bit monitored. On the bus when you were all coming in.
Yes.
Did they tell you where you were going?
No, that bus ride was like 2 hours, and we had no idea. I remember I was just in. So we were staying at some random New Mexico hotel, and I was on the bus. I remember just like I was on the window seat, and I was like looking out the window. And I saw my mom and my sister, and we just like drove away, and I was like, "Shit, this is real." And then like,
Wow.
I have no. And then we drove forever, and they never told it. They were like,
Whose idea was it for you to get on this show?
"Go on the show." I think it was like my mom's. I mean, like I was kind of interested in acting when I was little.
That mom has been she's been abandoned. We don't talk about her anymore. Just
Right, no.
So
It's a great-
I
what?
auditioned for this like the new role, but I
You
was
weren't gonna have to do any acting.
little did I know. And so we went to an audition in Boston, and like they were like, "Oh, we like you, but you're too young." And that was when I was 7, so it was a year before. And then the next year they were like, "Oh, I guess I still liked me." So they were like, "You're 1 year older, so you're better now."
Well, they called your mom up and said, "We got the perfect role for him. We're gonna strand him in a random location. You can't come.
Yes.
And if you call the police, we'll come for you. We have people." You got a call from like an acting agency to your mom, and you were trying to do acting. You weren't like, "I'm so ready for this social experiment."
Yeah, I was more into the playing a character and being in a nice movie set like this or something, and then
You didn't know. Thank you, by the way, for saying
Instead-
that's a nice movie set.
I gotta give you some pointers here, man. You gotta support your host.
Here in my actual basement. No, but it is pretty sick, though, isn't it, guys? It's a
you got
sick
it.
movie set.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, so you weren't trying to get the social experiment. Like, did you
Shake.
know that it was going to be like real, or did you think this was going to be fake? Like, what was the when you got off the bus? Did everybody suddenly realize it's more real than they thought?
I mean, I went in with like a whole different idea. Like I was like, oh, I want to be like coolest kid.
Oh.
Basket. I'm gonna have a fun time. Like I was expecting it to be more like an adventure. Like it's gonna be fun.
Right.
No
Like
parents. Let's like drink root beer until like midnight. No one can tell us our bedtime kind of thing. I was like, oh, this is great. I got there. It was horrible.
Right. If I were a kid, I think I would think the same thing. Like, did you have any concept at that age of like, oh, it's reality TV, but it's probably not going to be like totally real?
So I grew up watching Survivor. Like my parents and my family would always watch it, and that seems very authentic. So I was like, oh, it's gonna be like a kid Survivor, but like there was a decent amount of intervention, and I think it was mainly because it was just like everywhere you turn there was a camera. And it's something you don't really realize when you're watching, is that when you're actually there, there's like cameramen everywhere.
So what did your parents think of this whole thing?
I mean, so in the beginning they were all for it because it sounds like a a cool adventure. Like, oh, he's gonna go out. Like it sounded like a little bit more extreme summer camp.
Yeah,
It was a lot worse. But when I came back, they were like, my mom was very glad that I came home because she didn't realize how much she would like miss me after
Right.
having to like leave her child in New Mexico and go back to New Hampshire.
And how long were you there from the time you got off the bus to the time you left?
So so I was at Bonanza City for 4 days.
4 days.
And then when I left, I think it was like 2 or 3 days.
Okay.
I was in a hotel with one of like the PA. Do you call them PAs?
Production assistant.
Yeah. One of the
Yeah.
PAs. I was just like in a hotel with it. That sounds really bad. Let me.
That does, I'm gonna. Was he?
We were too
Was he hands off? Did he let you do what you wanted?
It's very nice. No.
Okay.
It was 2 different hotel rooms. He was just like brought me to like the mall. We like we were having a fun time. Great guy.
Hands
Not
off
weird.
or hands on? kind of
Very
guy?
hands off.
Okay. So has this like followed you? Did your schoolmates find out about this and stuff?
Oh yeah. I feel I was the only kid from New Hampshire on it, so like it was talk of the town.
Right.
Yeah, it aired in my 4th grade. Everyone was like fine with it. And then I think as we got older and we got into that prepubescent
Yeah,
a lot of
gang,
backlash.
gang.
a lot of
Backlash. I don't understand. See, whenever I hear about this like backlash from like, wouldn't you think people would be like, oh, that's Jimmy, the sick kid from Kid Nation?
was like,
you
a
you got put in
bitch.
the desert by producers. Like what? Why would they make fun of you for that?
because I left early and I cried and they're like, I
I'm
don't
not feeling
cry.
You were AIDS.
People don't cry. Apparently I'm the only person that cries.
You were not the
according
only in the episode that I watched. Play the clip. Look at all them crying. Everyone cried. They all. That's what I was gonna say. That's how I felt like I knew this was real. Like half the kids break down eventually, and I'm like, that's what I really want to know. That one scene where do you remember? There's a scene where you're just crying somewhere
in the back of a barn.
Did you really
Yes.
run away?
I actually did run away, and then the producers, or the Karen, found me like, hey Jimmy, can we film you?
He did. That's what I said. I made fun of. It's really what happened.
He came up to
He's just like, yeah, give me more of that.
well, they asked, like, do you mind if we film you? Like, this will be pretty good. And I was like,
This will be good. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I was like,
This will be good.
yeah.
Jesus
Jimmy,
Christ.
I know you have no concept of anything. Your prefrontal cortex isn't even grown in yet. This is going to be great for ratings. Can you keep the waterworks coming?
I was like, whatever it takes.
Honestly, what? Because I joked about that, but I'm like, because my feeling was, you filming an 8-year-old crying, it's not fake.
No.
You can't be like Haley Joel Osment when you see him crying in AI or whatever movie when he's a kid actor. You're like, okay, so he learned to cry. But when a kid's like, you're like, oh, jeez. I couldn't believe anybody could just sit there and be like, because like silently like.
Yeah, kind of heartless.
So were there any was there a fallout from this? Was there like a lawsuit or anything?
I did not sue them, but they were sued a bunch of times. So kids drink bleach.
Jimmy's the first part of that.
So
I'm glad you're here to tell me about it.
So-
you go ahead and tell us about the bleach.
yeah. So I was not there for that part, but kids don't know how to clean things very well. So they're like, this is dirty glass. Bleach.
You mean they wash the glass
They instead of washing it with soap and water or just hot water, they used bleach to clean it.
and then drank from it?
And then they didn't wash it out very well. Next glass.
Did they get sick? Did they get
The
sick?
ambulance came.
Oh my god!
Jesus.
But was it like a real reaction from drinking bleach, or,
yeah.
or was it a preventative ambulance?
I mean, there's no way you feel good after drinking bleach.
Wow.
Another girl got burnt, like got really.
Burnt?
I don't know how bad, but she got oil burns when she
You
was
still have her
cooking.
face?
Probably Probably, hopefully, maybe.
Well,
probably not.
you haven't seen it, so maybe it's
Yeah,
not there. Wait, no. So she got burned how?
She was cooking, and again, kids don't know how to cook, so they're like, oh, like I need at least 3 cups of oil in this pan.
Oh, and
so
it like sizzled out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's not deep frying it. They just were trying to cook it like sizzled
my
out.
God.
And I think pretty sure they got sued for that.
They-
Those are the only 2 I know.
Because
of.
I've never heard of it, and when you try to buy this thing online, there's one clip of this show online. Everywhere that it's listed, you can't buy it. It's not for sale. I assume the lawsuits they try to bury this thing.
Yeah, I think so too. But they gave well, at least me. I shouldn't speak for everybody else. They gave me a DVD of every episode, so I have all of them.
Okay, was there really one bathroom only?
Yes. Well, for the guys though, because I peed behind almost
Wherever you
every
wanted.
bar. Yeah, I peed wherever I wanted.
Okay. Wait, so
No.
was there really just one house for 40 kids?
Yeah, so it was actually right outside my room. And the funny thing was, if I woke up, there was a line of like 20 kids waiting to use the outhouse, and I didn't like.
So that's really real.
that was really real.
Because I was wondering, I'm like, 40 kids?
Yeah.
40 kids, one outhouse?
Holy
This is going to be a line.
shit.
The math shows the line.
Yeah,
And there was 20 kids waiting for the one outhouse.
that's why I peed outside for the most part.
Jimmy, see, you really were the smartest one.
Yeah, and then I also.
Girls have a bit of a problem with that. Just kidding. How does a girl pee on the outside? On the side of the house? Sorry, I didn't mean to spray you there. I gotta just ask one more time. There's no other way. There was no other way to relieve oneself.
No, and I did not defecate while I
You
was
didn't?
there.
Jimmy, you didn't drop the kid. Your parents dropped their kids off, but you didn't drop your kids off at any pool.
I saw the outhouse. I saw a girl come out. I went in, and I just saw a lot of poop. And I was like, I can't do
saw
this.
a lot of poop.
So I got out, and I
And you
did not
cracked
go.
open. You saw the scene. You saw the crime scene. You tried
No.
to bleach it from your mind. Not literally this time.
No.
No.
No. 4 days without shitting.
Eh.
I couldn't do that. You know why? Because my stomach does not like me.
Diarrhea.
Yeah. I don't know why.
Wait, so
But all I know is that 4 days, nope, I would not last.
can you just expand on the statement? I saw a lot of poop.
I was afraid that if I sat down, it would go in me.
And you get more up in there.
And I didn't want that to happen.
God
so I was
knows
like,
you have enough boiling up inside.
and so I was like, I can't do
You
this.
don't need an insertion.
Now I look back, I don't know who would ever empty it. So like, it would literally just pile up.
So nobody emptied it.
I don't think so, because when I went in, it was kind of a tower.
It was a tower.
Tower.
I was wondering
a
like, if
tower.
this really was.
a
They
tower.
genuinely were like, do you want to watch cartoons, kids? Or would you like to have sanitation? Did you guys take showers?
So for the first 3 days, we did not take a shower. But after our big like event, when it had like all the colored water all over us, then we took a shower for like.
Where were those showers?
They had them in like little trailers.
So they could have brought you more porta potties.
Yes.
They just didn't wanna.
Yes.
They wanted to torture you on purpose.
Yes.
Did Jonathan Karsh have his own bathroom?
I think he had his own trailer. I'm pretty sure he had a nice luxury bed.
Okay, I gotta ask you about Jonathan Karsh. Mm-hmm. It's a creepy, strange alien lizard man, isn't he?
I think he was.
You think he was a reptilioid? Because whenever he was talking to you guys, he was very
Good old Mark Zuckerberg.
direct. He was just like, "You are looking like easy pickings down there."
Yeah, he would repeat the same lines over and over again because it would be like, oh, that take wasn't good enough. So he was
Really?
very robotic. He'd be like, in our town's objective is this. And then they'd be like, okay, and say it again. Then he would say, in our town's objective. So he would repeat things over and over again. So we were really like, yo, what the fuck's
You were just
going
like,
on?
"Is this guy like broken?"
Yeah.
This guy
It always kind of looked like he was talking at you, not really to you.
Oh, he definitely was. I mean, also, like, when I left, he just, like, towered over me. He was just, like, looking down. He was like, bye, bitch.
That's how there was a few things, because we do media, we know certain tricks of the trade, and I noticed certain things that were like you could not fake. Like you were looking up at this towering man, like you're giving him this kind of look, and I'm like, my God, Jimmy's truly like in awe, because normally like at that age, adults talk to you kind of in a different way.
They maybe get down to your level and try to have a conversation.
Yeah.
Nah.
But he's just like,
Power figure.
well, I guess you're leaving, little boy. The door is that way. was weird. I really thought it was weird. Were you creeped out by him?
You peasant!
I didn't feel safe around him. I'll say that.
What is
Feel
this?
safe
Club
around
Penguin?
Jay Karsh, the king.
Whoa.
I don't know if you saw. Here, give me that. We put him right. That's where he was in the feudal economy. His nickname was King. Jay Karsh. I call him Jay Karsh. What did you guys call him?
I didn't know his name.
You didn't know his name? That man? That specter that shows up?
Yeah.
Taunts me.
Just death.
Like,
The supreme overlord.
that alien.
The warden. The warden.
Yes.
I am in charge of all these kids.
See ya, little boy.
Bye bye. Prison's that way, boy.
Stars? So they didn't tell you about the star until you didn't know about it until you left.
I think I knew about it like on the flight home because when I went in my mom alluded to the idea like, oh, maybe you'll be able to win money. So they might have told her. I'm gonna confront her about that.
How'd you feel when you found out you lost a chance at the star without even knowing?
I was a little bit pissed. I was like,
You were.
they didn't tell it. I don't know if that would have kept me around, but it certainly would have had a fact. It would have had a push to make me stay.
We wondered that because you walked out and then he's like, all right, here it is.
Yeah, I didn't know until like a few days later. Like, what the fuck?
It's crazy. Do you know what happened to Jared 3 years before that day?
Today has been the worst day in 3 years.
I've been wondering that myself because I'm worried for him. I don't know what happened 3 years ago.
Something really bad happened
Something
to
really
him.
bad happened to him,
Yeah,
and I'm scared.
So you said you were on the news about it?
Yeah. So I went on when I was 8, but it aired a year later. And so I was on the news, or there were like some fucking news channel, like around the time it was aired, and they were like, oh, we feel bad. You missed out on your chance to win a gold star, so we got you one for the studio. And I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna get money. Oh, I was like, look at this. I was like, wow.
That one's rounded. It doesn't even look like
And it's
a
also
star.
a paperweight that I accidentally broke.
Oh, it's a paperweight. How'd you break it? Enraged that people keep screwing me over. I'm just a little boy.
I think that's what it was. But yeah, this is probably worth $7.
I could see that at
Nice.
least. You could probably get it for $5.99 on Amazon. Maybe not these days. That doesn't even look like the same kind of star.
Yeah, it's kind of small.
Hey, but you got something.
So what are you up to these days? What have
a
you
thought.
what have you gotten up to?
I'm going out to medical school in the fall.
Medical school. He's going to save lives. See, that's what happens to people who go through traumatic life events. So you're going to medical school for what field?
I'm not sure yet. I'm thinking like oncology right now, but I mean, it's probably gonna change.
Oncology.
What?
What's oncology?
Cancer.
You didn't know that?
Okay,
Death.
I don't ever do this. I'm gonna pretend I knew what oncology was because I don't want to look that dumb. I know what most fields are. I didn't know the
you
cancer.
know what
field's called
oncology was?
oncology.
It's a weird
No.
name. It's a really weird name.
Yeah. So, Jimmy,
know.
what field are you going
Did
into?
you?
No.
How's
Neither did I.
oncology to cancer? What? Where you going, Gabe?
Hello, Gastro Gabe.
I'm just putting in my 2 cents.
Wait,
And I'm
did you
gone.
know it?
No, you said no.
No, I did not.
All right.
It's a weird name. Doesn't make sense.
The more you know.
Yep.
Da, 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 da.
Do, 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 do.
I don't know how the song goes for the star.
Right now I think I'm gonna go into oncology.
Oncology. For all those of you who don't know, that's the cancer one.
The cancer one.
I knew that. I didn't ask off screen. So you should all feel stupid out there for not knowing that. Okay, so yeah, you're going into the field for like research or actual surgery or what kind of...
I'm thinking like I hope probably both, like research and like clinical work, like working with patients.
Nice, brilliant. Well, Jimmy, you seem like you're a real nice, cool guy. Has anyone
Thank
ever
you.
described you that way? Told you that?
No.
Oh.
Has anyone ever been nice to you?
People are nice.
Well, Jimmy, thank you so much for coming on. But before you leave, we've got a little something for you. We wanted to right this wrong, okay? And we wanted to finally give you that star we feel you deserved. That's right.
How
Bring
big
it
is
out,
it?
boys.
How thin is it? Oh, that's pretty thin. Is that like 2-ply?
The stare.
Stick with him.
Hold on. There we go. Sorry, that's the best.
Oh,
we can do
yeah.
here. We're out of magenta on the.
Oh, free Big Mac, nice.
Everything's closed. So here you
I'll
go,
take that.
Jimmy. How do you feel? There it is. That
What's
QR
up?
code. You just scan
Oh,
that.
no
One
drink.
free Big Mac. No drink though. I'm sorry. Let me disinfect that for handing it over to you.
Poor guy.
Yes, he's gonna whip that.
All right. There it is for the big guy. How
Say,
do you feel, Jimmy?
complete.
You scan that code. One free Big Mac. No drink though. I'm sorry. You got to work with the times where. Yeah, hold that up.
Yee.
Wow.
What a dick.
All right, Jimmy. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on. Thank you for coming.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for having me, John.
Sure, man. I don't know if you can tell. I'm not an interviewer. So I just have one final question for you. What do you regret more, Kid Nation or JonTron?
This has been a pretty shitty experience.
Yeah, fuck you, dude. I'm gonna kill you.
I'm just gonna get close to you. That's how I'm gonna kill you.
Come on, little boy. Do.
The beans! The beans!
The beans?
The beans.
The beans.
Well, thank you guys for watching this reaction video with Nither.
Hey.
Yeah, it's been 31 minutes.
Ooh.
Ooh. How many people do you think are going to watch this? I don't think a lot. Not as much as the last one.
Nah.
We'll see.
Let's see if they can subvert our expectations.
I hear the Toontown stuff in the back.
Yes. I've been just being vested the whole time. I think I got around 5,000 beings.
Alright, I'll do the beans right now. I'm going to take a little break. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.
See you.